afternoon and welcome to Leeds Hacks News. I'm Ria Taylor.
And I'm Sarah Mattimo. Here are today's headlines.
Ramadan is approaching, meaning that many Muslim students are going to be balancing exams and celebrating the holidays.
And in efforts to raise awareness for families whose children suffer from cancer, the candlelighters will colour the city in pink.
Exam time is stressful enough for everyone, but for Muslim students, the exams often fall during Ramadan when they have to fast from dawn to sunset. It's feared the fasting could have an effect on students' performance while taking their tests. So, what's being done to help?
Lily Ryder finds out more.
Exam season is stressful for all students. However, it's even more for those celebrating Ramadan, which falls during the exam period. Muslims all over the world will be celebrating this religious celebration with a month of fasting, from mid-May to mid-June, which is challenging for students taking part in Ramadan.
Ramadan's a 30-day celebration where people fast so that they know what the people who don't have anything out there can feel like. And it ranges to every year it'll change between 10 days earlier. And so you don't eat before sunset. So when sun rises, you quickly eat. And then as soon as the sun sets, that's when you're able to open your fast. So it's sometimes it can go up to 18-hour days depending on when the sun sets. It's definitely hard because obviously we're not allowed to eat, we're not allowed to even drink water. So we're not able to have as much energy as other peoples who have got the water and got the food to revise or to do anything. So it does really affect us. So recently there was an email that was put out regarding mitigation for people who are fasting. So this is definitely a new thing because it wasn't around last year, which is actually quite helpful. So the people that are fasting are able to prolong their work a bit more and they've got more time to focus on the work, and so after fasting they've got the full prioritise on it. Take it easy. I mean, it's a very hard thing because it's such long days, so maybe don't do all your work in one bulk, don't sit in the library for hours on end knowing you're going to make yourself thirsty. Do bits and bits each day, and hopefully the mitigation will help with that so that you're not focused on doing your deadlines to the specific date.
Good luck to all students celebrating Ramadan. I'm Lily Ryder reporting for Leeds Hacks.
Next Friday, the Leeds charity Candlelighters are pledging to turn the city pink as a part of their fundraising campaign for the Just One Day event.
The foundation supports families whose children have cancer, and this year they're the Lord Mayor's chosen charity. Sophie Atkinson reports.
Local Leeds charity Candlelighters, which supports children with cancer, are pledging to turn the city pink next Friday.
So this is an annual one-day event which will be raising money for Candlelighters and also the Candlelighters Cottage campaign. This year we've been lucky enough to be chosen as the Lord Mayor of Leeds Charity of the Year, so this is her final fundraising event for us. And basically we decided to turn the city pink because we want as many organisations and people involved as possible just for one day, because we do understand that people have other commitments throughout the year, so we thought that it would be brilliant just for one day to get everybody involved.
This really is a citywide effort, with many businesses and organisations offering their businesses to turn pink.
Taking place completely across Leeds, so there's various locations, various companies involved, schools, and they're doing completely different things, whether it be fancy dress days, bake sales, and there will be various buildings around Leeds turned pink, and some of them aren't happening on next Friday, some of them are happening on other days as well, but the main bulk of the event will be happening next Friday on the 18th of May.
This is just one of the many fundraising events put on by the Candlelighters charity.
So we're hoping that it will raise money and boost funds for the cottage campaign. We're also hoping that it will raise awareness of Candlelighters. We are a local charity, we're a Leeds-based charity, but we do support families across Yorkshire that are facing childhood cancer. So awareness is really important for us. So like I say, we're hoping that it will get our name out there a bit more.
Hopefully this campaign emulates the success of previous years. This is Sophie Atkinson reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
Is your prom dress political?
A student in America caused a social media storm when she wore a Chinese-style dress to her prom. But was it cultural appropriation? Sian Doherty has been investigating.
Keziah Dom is an American teenager who attended her prom in a Chinese dress, traditionally called a kipao. After posting these photos, she faced a backlash from Twitter users who claimed that her dress appropriates the Chinese culture.
Kimonos are so popular now. that's the trend at the moment, and if she wants to wear that, then it's not necessarily going against another culture. It's quite like an integration, I think, personally, so I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but it's Americans for you, isn't it? They always have a thing to say about something, don't they? I think it's good to understand where certain clothing have come from, because then you can wear it in the most appropriate way. I don't think it's necessarily, if one culture wears something, then sort of another culture can't wear that. I think it's important that we do sort of understand each other's culture, and we can actually sort of interpret it in our own way. That's what fashion's about. Fashion's about picking up a trend and making it your own.
To get another perspective, we spoke to the owner of Precious Proms and Pearls here at the Corn Exchange about proms in the UK and wearing dresses inspired by different cultures.
If there is a lot of interest in something, then we do, and we get a lot of different cultures that want sleeves. So we also start at the beginning of the year, we also get a selection with sleeves, or dresses that they'll come with like a little wrap or something, you know, they feel more comfortable. So we do sell those sort of dresses as well. I think if somebody feels comfortable in a dress and that's the dress they want, then yes, go for it. I wouldn't put somebody off if they wanted that kind of dress.
This is Sian Doherty reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
Here's a mucky story for anyone with green fingers. Leeds City Council have taken to the road to show gardeners how to create their own compost. Our reporter James Brennan has been digging around.
It's Composting Awareness Week in Leeds, and the council are out and about at local garden centres making people aware of the issue. They're encouraging people to get involved and help significantly reduce household waste, while also nourishing home and garden plants. By educating people on what they can compost and introducing multiple coloured bins across the city, the council are hoping people get involved with composting and start recycling the kitchen and garden waste.
We're trying to make the people aware of Leeds about this composting week. We're trying to promote it and getting people to compost the food and things like that instead of throwing it away. You get the old diehard gardeners that still compost, but we're trying to reach a new audience, as it were. Try and make people more aware of it, that you can compost and what you can actually compost. Hopefully it'll make a difference. Yeah, it'll make people more aware of it. And as I say, we're providing this new composting bin. So hopefully it will. We even do a small one, an indoor one. Myself and my colleague, we work for waste management. We do the recycling, and we do various metal ones, glass weeks, metal weeks, things like that, just to try and get people aware. We give free bags away, so to try to draw people in. Well, if you put all your old vegetables in and potato peelings and things like that into your bin, and it gradually rots down.
Now we just have to wait and see what impact the council's efforts have. James Brennan reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
Today is definitely my favourite day of the year, National Eat What You Want Day. What about you, Sarah?
Well, mine's tomorrow, the Eurovision Song Contest. Will you be watching?
Yes, I'll be tuning in. Hopefully Britain get more than nil points.
Fingers crossed. Well, that's it from us. Have a great weekend.
Goodbye.